Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
Yo! I warned you to turn down their volume. Come on, man. Come on, we're finally out of the range. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I am so excited right now, and you probably can understand why I am so freaking excited, because not only did I just scare the shit out of you by saying yo really loud, but we have finally broken out of that range that we've been... how long have you been waiting for to get out of that freaking range, man? It's like we were literally waiting for about 7 days to break out of this range right here, and we finally have done it, which is freaking awesome if you ask me. Just chopping up and down, chopping up and down. As soon as we ended the stream last night, that's when Bitcoin went out of the range. You can't make it up. It's beautiful, and now we can actually talk about something other than being right at support, which is nice. We got a little leeway here going in today. So as always, smash up the likes, subscribe to the channel. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not really kidding. Subscribe to the likes, smash up the subscribe button, and let's talk some charts today, man. Good morning. Franco, what's up, man? Mathmar said Jordan too bullish. I was pretty neutral down there, to be honest. I guess you know, right now, I mean, what was the comment saying, guys? What was the comment saying, right? Until Bitcoin really breaks support, you can't get too bearish, right? You can't get too bearish. And so far, Bitcoin's held that support really, really, really nicely. And to be fair, it's another one of those examples how many times do we say it? Like, you don't get too bearish at support until you actually break that support. So we talked about a lot of, you know, this is a perfect lesson. Is like, even though you might have some indicators that might be saying, okay, you might go a little bit lower here, you're still at support, right? I mean, you still were hovering at support, right? And just another example of you holding that support and getting that rise right off that support absolutely beautifully, like a kiss out of an angel there, of a slight deviation to the downside and a rise back up. It's quite beautiful if you ask me. I don't know about you guys. How's everyone doing this morning though? I am excited that we actually get to talk about some price action. We got altcoins coming up. We got Ethereum coming up. We got everything and everything in your mother kind of coming up at the moment. The stock market looks like it's holding the lows so far, which is absolutely beautiful, right? We'll see what the rest of the week entails. As we know, tomorrow's Wednesday. Will we see the midweek reversal on Wednesday? We'll see. But so far, the week has been green. S&P has bounced beautifully off the lows. NASDAQ bouncing so far beautifully off the lows. That is what we want to see if we want to see Bitcoin continue to hold up. And so far, so good, right? So far, so good. We'll check this over right now. But the S&P, NASDAQ are up 1.5 and 1.7% respectively on the day as we start this beautiful day. We were blessed by the Bogdanovs. We would, man. D Money said, "Damn, this dude is bullish." Is that the new meme today? Is Jordan's bullish? Is that the new meme? This dude is bullish. Man, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing right now. So we got the rise out of the range. So we were stuck in this range for 7 days, from September 19th to yesterday. We got that nice rally up out of it. Now, here's the deal. Here's what I was looking at earlier, guys, is if we actually look at the 1 hour time frame, there is a little bearish divergence. So you're a little bit overbought on the 1 hour time frame. You do have a little bit of higher highs and lower highs coming in on the RSI. So beautiful bearish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. Will it play out? Well, I don't want to look. I don't want to zoom in too much anymore. Right? I want to keep it on the hourly time frame and above. Right? An hourly time frame and above. But let's do a little bit of a zoom in to see if this helps our cause here. So I went ahead and I zoomed in a little bit. Right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right? As 50 Cent would say, just a little bit. All you really need is a little bit. Like, Jordan, shut the hell up, man. It's too early. It's too early for your shenanigans. Well, yeah, guys, let me know. Did you like the Cam Fam show last night? I mean, I saw some people like John were mildly disappointed. Some of you guys liked it. Like I said, it was just the first episode, so give me a little bit of a break. But I saw some of you guys liked it, some of you guys didn't. We'll be coming out with more episodes relatively shortly. Okay, I think you guys will like my next idea. I have this idea in my head that's beautiful. So I was also looking at it like this. So you have a little bit of a rising wedge that did break to the downside. The issue with this is we already did see the move, right? So you guys can see this right here. We got 3 higher highs, 3 lower highs, or 3 higher lows. We did break that to the downside, which is 69% of the time breaks down to the downside. I like to say 69 instead of 68. It's actually 68, but 69 is a lot better of a sort of an indicator there. But you did break that to the downside on the 15-minute time frame. You came back up, you back tested it as resistance, and you are seeing that follow through back to the downside. Okay, now what I could see happening here, and especially if the NASDAQ and the S&P continue to stay strong today, I don't think Bitcoin just dumps back down to the oblivion. I do think right here you have this 50 EMA coming up. Looking for a bounce off that 50 EMA right there, okay? Simply just allowing your moving averages to catch up, cooling down the market a little bit as it is a little bit overbought on some of the lower time frames, right? Like we said, the 1 hour time frame overbought, bearish divergence. Just let it cool down a little bit, right? Shop sideways for a couple hours. That would be awesome, and then maybe we can get that next run to the upside. Let's jump back over to the 4 hour time frame here real quick. Josh said it's awesome. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh, man. Thank you, Josh. Bear said it was nice to see something different. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Bear. You guys were awesome, man. 69%. John doesn't like anything. John was the only negative Nancy in the chat. Everyone else seems like they enjoyed it. But John M, I love John M, but holy moly, man, he is one of my highest critics out there. Him and Clint loves me, but he's one of my biggest critics. You know what I mean? All right, so same thing here on Bitcoin. We're at 20,188. why are we getting some resistance at this level? Well, there's multiple different reasons. I mean, you look left, right? This has been a point where Bitcoin struggled a couple times. What's your definition of struggle? It depends. But you did get a bunch of resistance back here, resistance on this level back here, and now you're finding resistance on this level again. We were able to get back above that 200 EMA. The question here is, are you going to be able to hold it and sustain it? Right? Hold and sustain that 200 EMA here on the 4-hour time frame, because you were able to slightly get back above it, which is awesome, right? I mean, it was quite beautiful. And this is sometimes how it works, right? We always say breakout trading doesn't work anymore, right? Breakout trading doesn't work anymore. No, it doesn't. Stop. But what do you see this time? Bitcoin breaks out and instantly pumps to the upside. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Sometimes you don't just get that back test and the continuation. You just see the massive move that spikes you right up. Okay? In this one, you saw that massive move that spiked you right up to the upside. So there you go. Now what we want to see is this. And here's what I'm looking at. You guys remember, we are right at resistance, right? You got your 4-hour stock RSI topped out, momentum coming down. Does that mean the move is over? Are we going to just dump right back down to 18,800 and we're going to act like this never happened? Well, here's the deal. A lot of the bearish indicators we were looking at, yesterday and the day before are actually starting to turn back around bullish if Bitcoin can sustain these levels. But like we always like to say, we need to wait for the closes. Okay, we got some important closes coming up today and at the weekly close this week, as it also is the quarterly close for everything, right? Bitcoin stock markets coming up at the end of this month, which is coming up at the end of this week, coincidentally. But there's some good things that might be turning here, But hold on, let me take a sip of coffee here. And someone noted that George said, finally uttered the words bear market. Is that another bottom indicator that George acknowledged this was a bear market? Now we are going to hold these levels, right? That could be another indicator for us, okay? I'm being a little bit of a dramatic, but it definitely could be the indicator. Let's see. Wayne, holy moly, man. Wayne said, if you don't like the content here, you are free to leave. No one is holding your gun to your head, but keep your personal digs to yourself. Oh, dude. Let's see what Michael. Let's see. Michael D coming in here. I know why Michael D's talking crap. I know Michael D. I've seen him in other people's chats. It's all good. It is all good in the crypto land, my friend. You can't make everyone happy. You know what I'm saying? All you can do is sit here and have fun. That's really it. Shaba, what's going on, buddy? Show us Jabba to celebrate. We will look at him later, okay? We'll look at him later. Anyways, what's BTC doing here? So here's the deal, guys. We've been watching this 4-hour vector candle up here. And we said at some point, Bitcoin's going to come and take this liquidity right here, okay? You guys remember when we were down here, I was like, I have a hard time thinking that the whales or the market makers are just going to allow these shorts that got in right here to just have a free ride down to 14K. I had a very hard time, very hard time, thinking what is the reason for that, okay? I had a very hard reason thinking they're just going to allow those shorts to just have a massive 100x leverage long open right here on this candle and just let them have a free ride, okay? So you still have this vector candle up, spanning all the way up to 22,500, all right? And here's the deal. There's a couple interesting points that I'm looking at. If Bitcoin can smack this current resistance where it's at right now, which, like we said, it may kind of hover at these ranges for a little bit, right? Just kind of hover at these ranges on the shorter term time frames. Just kind of go whoop, 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 whoop. Cool down some indicators on the 1 hour, 15 minute, those time frames. But then if we can break this level right here, I don't see the reason why Bitcoin can't come up and test this area around 21,800. The reason why that area is so important for me is it's the middle of this vector candle right here. And as far as vector candles goes, to take those, right, to take that liquidity on that candle, I'm looking for half that candle getting taken. Is it a coincidence that the 786 retracement, right, from the swing low, or from, I guess I should say, from the swing high to the swing low, that 786 retracement happens to be right in the middle of that red vector candle right there at 21,800? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I do like the way that some other indicators are looking, but I would not be surprised if Bitcoin chops in here, makes a way back up. You got the 618 retracement coming in right here at 21,000. That could be a little bit of a psychological resistance at 21K. I don't see that being a big one. And coming back up and at least tapping this 786 retracement back up to 21,800. I don't see the reason why it can't do that. So let's continue to watch. But I guess, how should I say this? The shorter term time frame is a little bit overcooked at the current moment, but they can stay overcooked, right? And we've talked about that countless times, absolutely countless times. And the other reason why that level could be currently pretty big, all right, is if we look at this downtrend of resistance for Bitcoin, right? Where have all the previous rallies gotten stopped? Well, this trend line coming down like this. You see this trend line coming down like this, right? 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. That's where all the rallies have gotten stopped out, right? This rally, rejected. This rally, rejected. This rally, rejected. This rally, rejected. Now we're starting to come back up. Are we going to see Bitcoin come back up and tap this downtrend of resistance again, which look where this comes in at. If Bitcoin goes straight up today, which, I'm not going to say it's going to go straight up today, but even tomorrow, right? It comes in right at, that would come in right about 21,200 or so, which is slightly lower than the level we just talked about, but you could see a wick above. Are you going to see Bitcoin also come back up and tap this downtrend of resistance, man? Right? Are we going to do it? Don't take 5 hits, man. The spiders could take the 5 hits. Are we going to see Bitcoin at least back test this level? I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be against it. And I think that makes the most sense on the charts as we're looking at it, is for Bitcoin to tap this for the 5th time, hit it as resistance, and then we'll kind of go from there, right? I'm not going to get too ahead of ourselves, on the daily time frame, but it is what it is. Stumbledore, what's up, buddy? What is the spiciest food you ever had? I make hot pepper relish, scorpion ghost, cayenne, jalapeno Thai, and Carolina Reaper. 8 ounces takes 3 weeks to eat. Carolina Reaper? Hell no. Hell no. The spiciest food I ever had. One time I was with Florida with my brother, and we went to a spicy wing, like this restaurant down there that has, I guess, the spiciest wings. I forget what it was, but and I took one little lick. I literally licked the wing. Like, I tapped my tongue, right? Just like I expect Bitcoin to tap this resistance. I tapped my little tongue, boop, boop, right on that wing. And holy moly, I was dead. I literally dropped on the floor. My brother can down wings like crazy, but what did he do by accident? He ate the wings, did not wash his hands, took a piss. You can probably figure out what the rest of the story was, man. You could probably figure out what the rest of that story was. Don't eat hot wings and touch your pickle, okay? It's never going to end well, okay? I tell you, it's never going to end well, man. Never going to end well. Atomic wings? Dude, I don't think it was atomic wings, man. Black pepper wings? Black pepper wings. That sounds not that spicy at all, man. Not that spicy at all. Holy moly, man. All right, so what else we got? So that's the deal on Bitcoin. Right? Like we said, we had momentum flip over bullish. We have daily stock RSI coming back up to the upside with still some room to run. Daily looks not too shabby, and when you sort of look at this down in hindsight, right? I mean, it wasn't really in hindsight. We were talking about it. It's like Bitcoin was right at support. It got the first hit to the downside, rose back up, second hit to the downside, higher low came in, okay, and got the rise. And now you've broken that you basically broken the W formation, okay, which the neckline was right here at about 19,400, and you smacked that W formation to the upside. So it was a nice little reversal formation here right at support. Beautiful. That's the way the cookie crumbles, man. It's the way the cookie frickin' crumbles, okay? Always a quick randle. I don't know if you guys can hear this right now because I can't hear my sounds. Do not get too bearish at support. If you're down at support and you're like, oh, you need to rethink the way you're thinking, okay? If it's okay, here's what I'll say. It's okay to be thinking, all right, I'm looking at some higher time frames, like the weekly, and I know that the daily's at support. It's okay to like, all right, maybe the daily gets a little bounce and then the weekly dumps. It's okay to think that way, but when you're getting like over exuberant with sometimes you gotta rethink the way you think. Like you can be bearish at support, but if you're down here, basically when Bitcoin's in its green box and it's bounced from 5 times and you're putting a short position in on Bitcoin at support, you got to seriously rethink and rewire the way you're thinking, right? You do not be shorting, okay? Do not be shorting support, okay? Just like if Bitcoin comes up here and retests this, I know a lot of you motherfuckers, excuse my language, a lot of you mofos are going to be putting long positions in right here, okay? I know it. That's the way the market works. A lot of you mofos are going to be long in here. You're probably already putting in longs right now as we speak. After Bitcoin's already pumped 5%, you guys are probably already long in. You got to rewire the way you think. It's okay to be bearish, but don't short support, man. Oh, man. How many times you got to see it? DXY already going up? Yeah, man. I mean, we're talking about a short-term move. Don't get it twisted, man. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to jump through a couple more things here for Bitcoin, and then we'll jump into some altcoins real quick, guys, because a couple of these indicators that we were looking at that were bearish are now flipping pretty nicely, okay? So the 2-day chart, we were talking about the BBWP on the 2-day chart, looking bearish, but we did not confirm yet, okay? We did not break out with that volatility yet. BBWP still bottomed out, but now here's the deal. Now all of a sudden, you got the 2-day chart. And this is why you always wait for confirmation for any of these signals. You got the 2-day chart that is now about to eclipse. Now, you're still just kind of in a range, so don't get too carried away yet on the 2-day. But the 2-day chart has now been able to get back above this previous low on the close in this previous low on the close. It's now been able to, instead of getting resistance there, it's been able to reclaim that level on the 2-day chart, which is nice. Once again, we'll see where we close. And if Bitcoin dumps into oblivion right back below here by the close today, right? But if Bitcoin drops basically back below 19,300 by the close, you can call this nullified. The 2-day chart doesn't look too bad. Stock RSI now crossing back to the upside. You get that 2-day close actually coming in tonight. Once again, we close where we are. 2-day stock RSI coming back up to the upside. Awesome. Now all of a sudden you're looking at this, it was bearish, now bullish again. Once again, wait for confirmation. Doesn't mean we're going to pump to the oblivion, but that is a good thing. Okay. What else do we got? Let's go to the weekly chart real quick. Let's go to the little old weekly chart. Okay, little old weekly chart. Can we confirm some bullish divergence on the weekly chart for Bitcoin? Okay, and this is another thing that we've been talking about is, before we go into that, let's go over to this real quick, which basically is the weekly chart for Bitcoin and the BBWP on the weekly chart. This was another thing that was looking bearish, okay? But this is another one. We look at the BBWP down here. It is awfully low. It's only been this low twice in the last 2 years for Bitcoin, resulting in a 60% drop and a 400% pump, okay? So this is going to result in a big move as soon as volatility comes back in on the weekly chart. When does that happen? Well, we're waiting for it to pick up a little bit, but it usually goes in the direction the market's currently going in at the moment. If stocks can stay up here, okay, and start pointing back to the upside, that would be awesome, right? But you're waiting for this to curl back up. Needs some volatility, but all of a sudden this looks okay too. All right, this looks okay too. So this is another one that's not even yet I mean, this one could still take another couple weeks to confirm, but that's another decent sign at the current moment. It's early in the week. We could dump right back down by the end of the week, but man, that's brutal. Wes said a lot of mother effers, a lot of mother effers, man. Shorten the lows. That's the way the cookie crumbles, man. I guess you need a way to go up. Sometimes if people aren't buying, the only way to go up is if people are short in support, and then you just liquidate them all, and that brings up the price. So you need your bears, just like the bears need their bulls, right? I mean, people long in resistance. Sometimes people aren't selling. How do you get it down? You liquidate those longs, all right? It's the same deal. It's the same deal. Let's kind of jump through this here real quick. What else do we got? But no, this possible bullish divergence on the weekly chart for BTC, will it play out? I want to see if you close green here. It's a good sign. Okay, you are getting some at least confirmation of a possible reversal. Bullish engulfing candle in the weekly. Once again, it's a long week, right? We still got today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You still got 6 days. Anything could happen in 6 days. Come on now. But for now, looks okay, right? Looks okay. I'm not going to get too over exuberant about this because, as we know, Monday and Tuesdays can usually be the start of a trend, but Wednesday can be that trend reversal day. So I'm not going to get too over exuberant from that. Short-term time frames, this wedge looks like it did play out nicely to the downside. I love more wedgies, man. Who loves their wedgies in the chat? Let me know.
Strap up.
Who
We're
loves the
going
wedgies,
to the moon.
man? Let's see. Jimmy with the stimmy. What's up, buddy? Shorting and long that range worked until it didn't. Just got to use tight stops. Exactly. This range right here was good for, if you were just trading the range here, right? You were just buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. And obviously at one point it's not going to work. And that's why, here you go long with a stop down here, right? Go long with a stop down here, go short with a stop up here. At some point it's not going to work. You just got to play the range until it doesn't, And there it is. Eventually it was going to break out. It's just a matter of when. But yeah, so far so good on that. Let's go to like the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, just a nice rising wedge that back tested. It got continuation down. Looking for a bounce off this 50 EMA, right? And then probably just some. I would actually be shocked if this just doesn't go sideways for a little bit. All right, what else do we got? Coffee? Yeah, you got. How are you not drinking coffee, man? Get your coffee glasses in here. Come on, man. And by the way, guys, keep smacking up that like button for your boy. It's 1010. What's special about the number 1010? I don't think anything, but that doesn't matter. Smack up the like button for it being 10 a.m. Smack it up. Let's see. Dumping. Oh my God, it's dumping. Oh. All right, let's go to total market cap real quick. Did we get back over our poop box on total market cap? Let's see. All right, so Bitcoin has successfully reclaimed the poop box, okay? And this is what we were talking about, right? When we broke this poop box on total market cap, we basically went all the way back down, back tested the green box, okay? Which you could argue is poop box too, and got a nice bounce from there. Beautiful. Now we've came back up and reclaimed that poop box, okay? Why is it the poop box? Well, it's kind of just the mid-range, and it's the color of poop, so, you do what you want to do. But the 4-hour time frame, right? We were talking about this wanky, little wacky inverse head and shoulders. It actually doesn't look that wanky now after it broke out. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But we were talking about this yesterday, right? And you guys were like, oh, look at that inverse head and shoulders, which is fine. But you got that left shoulder, the head, right shoulder. You broke out. Now you're going to see it come back down, back test, or even just go sideways, back test these areas before the continue rise to the upside after being able to reclaim the infamous poop box. Well, there we go, man. Daniel said reclaim the poop box 30 minutes ago. Did I reclaim the poop box yet? No, it's probably going to be right after the stream. After the kind of coffee goes through my body, that's usually when I go into the bathroom. I get my phone all set up like this, and then I just absolutely go nuts in the poop box. Usually. I mean, it doesn't always happen like that, but that's usually the case, my friends, okay? But no, nice little move. Nice little move. This is probably a vector candle here. It's not showing up, though. This is a vector candle right here. I know it is. The measured move, I think, of this would put you right at... Let me see. If this does break to the upside. Yeah, it would put you right a little bit lower than... Why did I just sound like a dying goat? We put you right in the middle of that 4-hour vector candle right there. So we'll see if that plays out, but that kind of supports what my thinking is for Bitcoin at the moment is, a slightly higher pump, and then we'll kind of reevaluate as we go, But total market cap doesn't look too bad. I love it. I like it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Ethereum. We're going to jump through it today, man. I'm just so excited right now because we're finally getting some price action after going sideways for a week. I was about ready to, I don't know what I was about to do, but I was done. I was sick of that range. I'm excited to at least get out for it for a day. Hopefully we just don't dump right back into it and just kind of chill, that'd be kind of shady. But Ethereum, what do we got going on? So Ethereum's sort of structure is pretty good. I'm watching the stream now on the shitbox. Wes, nice, bro. I bet at least 10% of the stream is watching on from the toilet. Let's be honest. Gonna have all the Karens will say, Jordan, why are you talking like that? That's disgusting. Grow up, okay? You might be telling me to grow up. Here's the deal. Stop being a Karen. Stop living in this woke 2022 world and have a little bit of humor in your life. It's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? But no, I bet at least 10% of you guys are watching from the toilet. I guarantee it. Anyways, Ethereum. Previous highs. Flipping nicely into support. So far, so good. Okay? So far, so good in that. But here's the deal on ETH. And it's kind of the same thinking as BTC is ETH's coming back up to its biggest point that it needs to get back over. You might be saying, all right, Jordan, what the hell are you talking about? Let's look at where ETH is. Okay, just on the daily chart real quick. Momentum indicators look good. So let's start out with that. Stock RSI looks good. Momentum indicator or momentum has flipped back to the upside. Okay, so nice there on the daily. Daily looks good. But here's the deal. You're coming back up on these previous supports. And what we don't want to do is, just like we talked about for Bitcoin, is come back up, reclaim these as resistance, and then come right back down to the downside. Okay, so this red box spanning from 1410 to about 1433 is that. Okay, pants off, dance off. Man, I want to play the pump song, but I can't play the pump song for 20K BTC. That is so depressing. Where did we come from? We're going to play the pump song for a 20K BTC? That is horrible. That is depressing. Okay? Holy moly, man. I can't play the pump song until Bitcoin at least reclaims its previous high. Okay? If Bitcoin can get back, all right, here's what we'll do. If Bitcoin could break this downtrend of resistance here, that's the only time we're going to play the pump song. It's at least going to do something memorable. It can't just, man, I can't play the pump song for 20,146. I can't do it. That's brutal. Anyways, back to ETH. We don't want to basically confirm that as resistance. We got to get back over this level from 1410 to 1433. And if we can get back over this level, start holding it here, just going based off the trend. What's been the trend? The trend for ETH has been basically getting support on this downwards channel, coming back up to the top, coming back down, getting support on the downwards channel, coming back up to the top of the channel, coming back down to the bottom of the channel. If it can get back above this red box, I don't see the reason why it can't make its way back up and test the top of this channel again, okay? And this would be basically, there's no, not the vector candles. Oh, I do. On the 4-hour time frame, there'll be a vector candle at that range too. If we go right here, basically you'll see where this kind of matches up, right? Is this range here? You got this 4-hour vector spanning from right here, which would make perfect sense if ETH was to can reclaim the first red box and then come back up and come back into the second red box, take this vector, find resistance there, and then maybe find its way back down. Okay, would make perfect sense. Will it play out that way? Well, sometimes you get away for the cookie to crumble. Let's focus on the first step, which is reclaiming these previous support levels. Nice little inverse head and shoulder, a little bit of a wacky inverse head and shoulders, but same deal, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, breakout. Now you're going to see the back test, continuation. That's the question. That's the question. But a nice little setup there. Not a bad little setup for little old Ethereum, man. Little old Ethereum. I think it's okay to call ETH a little bit old Ethereum. No. Let's see. Let's see. Play the lump song. We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Let's see. Neil Young did his best recording on his toilet. I've been to his studio. Dude, you think the most clearly on the toilet. Like, does anyone agree? When you're sitting on the toilet, that's when I come up with some of my best ideas. Okay? And it may be a stupid idea, like, oh, I'm going to have tacos for dinner. But that's when I come up with my best ideas. When I'm just sitting on the toilet and I'm going, oh, yes, man. Man. And I'm watching a video on Reddit or something like that, and an idea just pops in my head. There's something about it that just makes you think clearly. Let's be honest. That's what I'm thinking. All right, let's go to the weekly time frame on ETH. The weekly. What do we got going on the weekly time frame? It's the same deal we just talked about. It's really the same deal, right? This previous low on the weekly, you look at where we're at, what you basically don't just want to do. Let's zoom in for a little bit. Okay, we don't want to zoom in. We don't want to zoom in, okay? Screw it. This previous low on the weekly, we don't want to come over and just flip it as resistance right here, okay? We don't want to come back up and come right back down. That's what we don't want to do, right? So watch this carefully, okay? And if you look at where the bear market resistance band is now, it actually spans all the way down to 1,526, all the way back up to about 1,714. So this is moving down hot and heavy, okay? Hot and heavy. And we didn't even talk about it for Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin's bear market resistance band is all the way, the lower bands of it now span at 22,600. So this is getting low, man. Like, we're not that far off from this. Okay, this is now officially all lower than our previous little run that we had here. So as this continues down, okay, and Bitcoin stays in this range, what we've been talking about is Bitcoin's going to get stuck between a rock, which is the lows, and a hard place, which is the bear market resistance band coming down, okay, and starting to round out. It's gonna get stuck here, and it's gonna have to make a decision probably by October. Just looking at where this kind of lines up with, it's gonna have to make a decision if it wants to break above the bear market resistance band, which in the past has been super bullish, or if it wants to just get rejected and start coming back down and finally start making those lows that everyone's waiting for, right? That is what we're kind of waiting for. Things are getting tight. Things are getting spicy. Spicier than a red hot chili pepper, okay? And we now wait. It's the same thing for ETH, but you guys get the point, right? DXY. Man, the DXY was dipping a little bit earlier today and just bounced right back up. Guys, the DXY is not dumping here. The DXY is not dumping. If you think the DXY is dumping, then you need to go get yourself checked out. Listen, Europe is in shambles, okay? Europe's in absolute shambles. It looks like it's getting worse over there. You know what I'm saying? So, Japan's in absolute shambles. Again, I don't see that situation kind of going anywhere. The DXY is not coming down. I keep seeing people doing TA on this. I am not doing TA on the DXY anymore. There is 0 point in doing TA on the DXY. It is not going to come down from this point, okay? It doesn't make any sense for it to do so. So this thing's going to continue up, in my opinion. Like, at this point, I've made too many bearish divergence predictions and this and that and getting rejected at previous highs. it's not going to happen, man. This thing is going to, at this point, 120 seems pretty not unlikely, but pretty likely, just based off previous resistance. But can you do TA on the DXY? No. So that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Sometimes people, it's hilarious because people will see one day of the DXY going down and being like, DXY topped, DXY topped, and then the next day it'll be at another all-time high, or another local high. Guys, just because the DXY comes down for one day does not mean that it's topped. Okay, holy moly, man! It's like,
rant alert,
lordy, man. Oh, the DXY's topped. It's not. It's not. It's not. Anyways, I'm getting a little bit over exuberant here, which I think I deserve to be, man. It's like holy shit. Like it's ridiculous. Good volume. True. That's going up forever, just like my hairline. Oh man. DJ said Nancy Pelosi is long on DXY from that bottom. Oh, probably, man. She literally like was like, I don't know, man. Do it. What's the famous saying? Do as they do, not what they say. Okay, do as they do, or you could say do as they do, not what they say, or watch their actions, not their words. What's their actions say, not their words? Okay, anyone can say words, but what's the actions behind those words is where you really got to watch. All right. So that's the DXY. Let's see this. So S&P, still holding those lows as of now. 200-week moving average still holding. To me, this is still the thing we got to watch out for. I don't really think that. Like, do you guys really think that if the S&P breaks the 200-week, that Bitcoin's going to hold up? No, man. Like, the S&P is not going to hold. I mean, Bitcoin's not going to moon with the S&P breaking the 200-week moving average. To me, this is still the most important thing to watch right now. DXY is going to continue up, okay? But here's what I have to say about the DXY real quick before we jump onto altcoins. Let me know what altcoins you guys want me to chat about in the chat, and we'll kind of go from there. Here's the deal. Just because the DXY continues to moon, the common misconception is that if the DXY is going up, Bitcoin's going to continue down, which is true, right? In the general macro sense, that is true. But that doesn't mean Bitcoin can't find a bottom while the DXY is going up, okay? I mean, just based off the past, we've looked at this a long time ago, but the Bitcoin can bottom with the DXY still going up, okay? The previous bottoms, right? Let's see, December 2018. Let's see. What was the previous bottom? So let me bring up Bitcoin here. And I'm not going to say Bitcoin's like, it's just mean Bitcoin's bottoms in, but I think we're a little bit too extreme when it comes to that. Let me bring up Bitcoin on the separates on the bottom here. Let me bring up Bitcoin down here like this. And let me go to the monthly on these. Let's go to the monthly and the monthly like this. Okay. And let's look at the times where Bitcoin's found bottoms in the monthly. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin can't find a bottom while the DXY is going up. Here's sort of my point with this. Let me bring up log scale. All right. So basically, my point is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin basically found a bottom in January. Sorry, right here. So December 2018. So the last bear market bottom. Right? The last bear market bottom was basically right here. See, the bottom is basically Bitcoin and the top is the DXY. This is on the monthly time frame. Bottom came in right there. Okay. DXY at that point was right here. Okay. So you can see the DXY went from about 95 all the way up to 103, and Bitcoin on the bottom was already in. And in the time before that, Let me just look. Say March of 2020. It was topped out March of 2020, but just gonna go back in time here. So December 2014 was the other bottom right there. And the DXY was at, let's see, was right here. So you can see the DXY for another 1, 2, I mean, the DXY continued up after that point from 94 all the way up to 103, and Bitcoin was bottomed. So my point with this is just to show you the last 2 bear markets. Just because the DXY continues up doesn't mean Bitcoin has to keep going down. I think that's a little bit of a misconception, but it's generally not a good sign. If the DXY is mooning, I don't expect Bitcoin to go on a parabolic rally. I think it's the better way to look at it, right? Not that Bitcoin can't find a bottom in this range. While this DXY continues up, doesn't mean Bitcoin can't find a bottom here, okay? But that just means Bitcoin probably not going on an all-time, on a freaking magical rally as long as this continues up, basically. That's sort of my point, right? That's sort of my point. DXY at 200, God. The DXY goes to 200. We have a lot of issues. We have a lot of issues to worry about. Like more issues than we ever anything. Rodney said it doesn't make sense or follow any rule. Rodney, did you not just listen to what I just said? Like, I just showed you on the chart. Bitcoin can find a bottom with the DXY still going up. I just showed you on the chart, my friend. Holy moly. The irony is when the dollar does correct, both gold and Bitcoin will rip. Oh, of course. Of course, man. Let's see. So 20,147. Now we kind of wait. Let's check out some altcoins, though. So what do we got? Rico just comes in and said, ETH sucks. You know what, Rico? What's your favorite altcoin? Let me know what your favorite altcoin is, man. Okay? And Rico, we will do a contest and you'll probably win. Your altcoin will probably outpace ETH. Unless it's some S coin. What's your favorite altcoin, Rico? Okay? Holy moly. Let's see. Nabel said, good thing I live outside the US but earn money in dollars. Facts. That's the way to go. Like when I went with my, like the move is, and that's so true, is living in a different country but earning money in dollars. You literally live in the life if that's you right now. You know what I mean? Like that's the one way that you're killing it right now. Is if you live in like some country that at the current, I mean, not to say that's a good thing. I mean, it is for you. But if you live in a country that their currency is just getting destroyed, but you get paid in dollars, bro, you're going nuts right now. You're literally going nuts. You know what I mean? Literally going nuts. So congratulations to you, my friend. Let's look at some alts, though. So Near Protocol, little old Near. Where do we find ourselves here? Well, Near we find ourselves in, let's see. Near we find ourselves, you know, in this little range here, right? Near we find ourselves right here. So previous highs, previous lows. We're finding some resistance at this level right here. And you'll see this is a very, very common level that we have to watch, right? Because for a bunch of different altcoins, they're all at pretty interesting levels, all right? So you can see that on the daily. Let's zoom into the 4-hour chart. Let's see what we got here. Let's do this for Near. Let's see this. So it is finding resistance at a point where it's having a tough time breaking this, man. You know, 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits. Just can't seem to break out, all right? Bitcoin already broke out of this little downward sloping trend line. But Near is kind of just chilling, right? Kind of just chilling at the current moment. So here's the deal. Let's go back to Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin's still holding. At this point, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here. Let's look at this one. So this one probably ranges sideways. Probably just going to range sideways. And you need to see what Bitcoin does. Like we said, I won't be surprised if Bitcoin Range is sideways here. Allows the 50 EMA to continue up. You bounce off the 50 EMA, and then you try for another run. It's the same for a lot of alts, right? This one looks like it's just kind of flagging out here, right? It got the rise. It's flagging out right at resistance. And what you want to see is that breakout, okay? But it definitely looks like it's flagging out here, like this, right? Where you're just kind of going up and down, up and down, up and down. Probably test that 50 EMA, and then you get that rise up, okay? Right below the major resistance they have to break back above. And the hope is that, you know, this one gets that bull flag breakout, breaks out to the upside, and you see that, you know, 392 target there for, they're on near, you know what I'm saying? So near right at resistance, take it for what it is. Here after Bitcoin range, the Bitcoin range finally broke out, my friend. It's a beautiful day in the crypto world. It's a beautiful day. I mean, it's more so a beautiful day because you're getting some price action, not because, oh my God, we're going to the moon because we got a little 4% rally on Bitcoin. No, it's more so, all right, something's actually happening. It's beautiful. And we can stop being, I guess, a little bit bored and actually talk about some stuff, which is nice. It's really, really nice. Because I was getting bored, man. Holy shit. Like, holy shit. All right, let's see. So let's look at some other ones here. You see, you guys asked for, I'm going to skip Sol for at the moment. You got a lot of you guys asking for Atom. And Atom's been a popular one. Atom's been a real popular one. Ergo. ETH miners going to Ergo. Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of those projects that are still proof of work getting those ETH miners over there. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Atom. Let's see. So Atom actually back here. Yeah, this one just consolidating nicely, man. I like that. I like the way Atom's just consolidating. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. So that original little ascending triangle did break to the downside. Back test the resistance, but look how you're just holding the range here. See how you're just holding the range? I love how you're just holding this range. It's beautiful. It's beautiful if you ask me, man. Look at that. Beautiful day. How about them Cowboys? Listen, it's not a good day when the Cowboys are better than the Pats. Okay? That is ridiculous. Okay? Here's the deal. I don't want to talk football until the Pats win one more game. Okay? Because I don't want to talk about it, right? I don't want to talk about football. I'm very upset because the Pats might not be great this year. I'm not going to overreact to one game, but holy shit, man. If the Cowboys are better than the Pats, we have a serious issue with this league. That means the Cowboys are cheating, and the Pats never cheat. The Pats have never been caught for any scandal, okay? The Cowboys are cheating. The Pats are going to come back, okay? Anyways, I'm going with nowhere here. Screw the Cowboys, man. I have no problem with the Cowboys. Why do I have no problem with the Cowboys? I mean, for my lifetime, the Cowboys haven't affected me at all. So that's fine. I hate the Ravens. I hate the Steelers. And I hate the Colts. Ravens, Steelers, Colts. Screw them. That's what I hate. All right, let's go Adam here. But Adam's just holding the range. You see this? Look at this beautiful, beautiful range hold here. Just like this. It's beautiful, man. So basically, the 4-hour time frame has allowed the 4-hour EMA, 200 EMA to come back up. You're just holding it nicely, man. Holding that range. Nice. Daily time frame. Oh, look at that little perfect back test of that 50 EMA. It's nice. It's real nice. People are coming going nuts in the chat here. Let's see. Can we make a bet when the Jets play the Pats? Sure, you can do that. Up, down. I mean, once again for Adam, you're seeing some of these. Look at these indicators down here, right? Perfect bounce off the 50 EMA. You got the momentum coming up. You see momentum? You see momentum up here? Boom. And no, I don't hate the Jets. You know why I don't hate the Jets? I should hate the Jets as a Pats fan, but the Jets always suck. There's no reason to hate the Jets, okay? There's no reason to hate the Jets. So I don't really hate the Jets, to be fair. They are our biggest rival, but they always suck, so there's no reason to hate them. Right here. So up, down, up, down. Is Adam just going to come back up and test the top here again? Would not be surprised. Would not be surprised one bit with the daily stocks bottomed out, daily momentum coming up. I'm looking for this one to come back up and test this region. Back up here. Let's just do a quick fib on Adam real quick. A quick little Fibonacci on the 4 hour, and we'll call it a day on Adam here. Swing low, or swing high to swing low. Let's see. You guys are taking me seriously with no scandals, guys. The Pats. See, I have this thing. People like saying the Pats have the most scandals, but you got to understand, people hate the Patriots. Okay, and the Patriots, people are envious of the Patriots. So what's going to happen when people are envious of something? They're going to accuse them of something. Okay. So there's a reason why the Pats have been involved with the most scandals, which, I mean, you could argue them. But holy moly, man, like, there's a reason for it. People are envious and they have a bigger scope on their ass. No one cares about the Jets. You think the Jets are going to be caught in a scandal? No, because they always suck. They're like, oh, the Jets can't be scandaling. They're 4-12 every season. They can't be doing anything bad. You know, it's the same thing with, the Raiders. Oh, the Raiders can't be doing anything bad. They always suck, you know. They're not doing anything wrong. Let's not watch them. You know what I mean? For all the bad teams, you don't never have to worry about a scandal because you suck, you know? You know what I mean? All right, Adam, what do we got going on? So, yeah, I mean, the 618 retracement, 1540. I wouldn't see an issue with Adam coming up and testing that 1540 range with a 618 fib is at the very, very least. The Dolphins, yeah, the Dolphins are another great example. The Dolphins are good this year, though. I'll give them credit. The Dolphins are pretty good this year. Let me take a sip of this. Oh, man. So that's Adam. Anything else doing nice? Anything else going nice? Jets and the Lions are the worst teams. Are they? Vikings suck. I'm still a fan. Facts. We'll talk about Ergo for Alex. Appreciate the super chat, Alex. That's awesome, dude. NFT Boogie. NFT Boogie. Appreciate that too, man. But Cowboys, no go. DXY, Shoshani has turned the bull. It's pumping against everyone else because it's the reserve. When it gets faded out by bricks, it will fall. Yeah. I mean, that's what we're waiting for, right? That is definitely what we're waiting for. So let's do Ergo real quick for Alex. Let's see, Ergo. Holy moly. It actually hasn't been doing great lately. Quant for Waterfly. Then why is the Cowboys the America's team? That's a myth, bro. The Cowboys may be America's team in the 90s, but not anymore, bro. Like, I would argue that really is an America's team at this point. You know what I mean? So Ergo, let's see. Let's see what we got for Ergo. Where is this thing going to get a bounce? Because it's been struggling lately, right? I mean, Ergo's just been coming down hot and heavy. Where is it going to get that bounce? Let's take a look. Let's do swing low, swing high. Real quick on a quick little Fibonacci. And see what we're cooking with here. So, I mean, at this point, where we've came back down to, I got to assume, just looking at what this is, the 786 retracement on the daily time frame makes a lot of sense, no? Makes a lot of sense. You had this vector candle coming in right here, and I'm sure on the bigger time frames you'll see this. But yeah, the daily vector coming in right here. Actually spanning all the way down here, to be fair. Spanning down here. Comes right into that range, right? Takes that last little liquidity at the 786 retracement, and that's where you look for that bounce. Okay? That's where you look for that bounce. You look at some of your indicators here. Daily momentum curling back to the upside. I like that a lot on the daily, and stocks are bottomed out. So you got your sort of levels you're looking for. I'm looking for that 786 right there. And, you know, let's go to the 4 hour real quick. See what we got cooking with here. You're probably going to have some bullish divergence in some of these time frames. Let me go back to the daily real quick. Sorry. Let me see. Let me bring up the RSI real quick, because that's how we do it out here. Actually, no bullish divergence. I'm shocked. That's why you think you can come a little bit lower there. There's no bullish div, actually. 4-hour time frame, I'm sure has bullish divergence from this level. Let me see. Yeah, the 4-hour struggle a little bit, still below resistance. Like, this is kind of reminds me of near, right? Where you broke out. Technically, you broke out. You back tested. We'll see if this holds. See if this holds. Let me go to the RSI real quick on the 4-hour. Let me see. Yeah, slightly higher lows. So you did have bullish divergence right there. You had lower lows, and you had higher lows. It looks like that has played out a little bit. So you've already gotten a little bit of a move. The question is, will it do something like this, where it comes up a little bit higher, maybe tests, the 50 EMA here, then comes down to the 786 at 240, and that's when you start paving in, where then you get probably a triple bullish divergence like this, and that's going to be that point where you start to come back up, right? I think that makes sense. 4-hour stocks are crossing down. So this could be that point where you do still get that. You still get that one more low, in my opinion, for Ergo, man. 240. But then after that, I'm looking for upside. You be at the 786 retracement. You got to play the 786 until it doesn't work, That's that. Captain America dropping loads everywhere. Why is he dropping loads? Sounds like he's dropping some massive shits everywhere. Some massive shits. The Browns are actually America's team? Hell no. Hell no. GMT, one of the top gainers of the day. Yeah, we will talk about that now. There's a lot of haters, so let's let that go off, and then we can do it. Then we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's let the haters get in their sorrow as they miss out on GMT earnings. You know what I'm saying? The cash stacker, nice. 1.4 trillion leaving the market in 2 to 3 days. Panda Poet coming in with the absolute haywire. Holy moly. All right, what else we got? What other alts, guys? What other alts? Put your alts in the chat. We'll go through a few more here on this beautiful morning, and then we'll probably call it a stream here. Stock market's still holding up relatively well. NASDAQ still holding the local lows. S&P still holding the local lows. DXY still going up. Everything's all okay in the world. Bitcoin's still holding. Like we said, I won't be surprised if Bitcoin kind of just goes sideways here for a little bit. For a couple hours or so. I know that sounds relatively painful, but just allow your indicators to reset without dumping. That's sort of the move here. Aave for Bam Bam. Let's do Aave. Aave. Good DeFi project here. Let's go to Aave. Let's go to the daily. Rodney Dash. Rodney, I'm gonna do Dash for you, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna do Dash for you. Rodney always troll. Rodney, you trolled me pretty good earlier. I gotta say. Rodney's good at trolling me. Rodney's been watching me for so long. He knows how to get. He knows how to get to me. Anyways, Aave. Let's see what we got. I mean, Aave looks good. I mean, there's multiple reasons I actually like this chart for where it is. Let me actually do a quick Fibonacci, and I'll show you guys why I like this chart. Okay, so look at where Aave bounced. First of all, golden pocket, 618, beautiful. Okay, from some swing low to swing high, retraced right to that 618 Fibonacci. Awesome. Okay, now not only did you retrace to the 0.618 Fibonacci, what else all you were in? Okay, beautiful wedge formation, 3 lower lows, 3 lower highs, perfect. Haven't broken out yet, but still waiting. Okay, daily momentum just crossed the upside. This was actually, yeah, get rid of this for now. Daily momentum flipped the upsides. Daily stocks still got room to run. So this is a good setup here. This is a good setup for a move up. What you're basically waiting for now is a breakout of the wedge. Okay, I would at least at this point, at this point where you're at, it's very similar to the ETH chart. Actually, it's actually kind of weird how similar this is to Ethereum, in a sense, because you're below this big swing level. You see this big swing level? Resistance, support, resistance. Now you find yourself at that. This is a big confluence area right here where you're at for Aave. If this can break out, I would not be surprised to see it come up and at least come up and test these previous highs at 95.5. So I like the Aave chart from the daily perspective. It's just, you see a little bit more momentum. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, 4 hour looks good. You basically broke out of this range, all right? Where you've been chopping in this range. You broke out with volume. Now, like I said, sideways / a little bit down to back test. Take this vector candle, and then I'm looking for the breakout, man. All right, a little bit of sideways chop, though. Wouldn't be surprised if you just kind of chop sideways here for a little bit before breaking out. But, yeah, man, I do like Aave's chart from a zoomed out view. It looks pretty good. All right, let's see. Let's do Dash. As much as I don't want to look at Dash, let's do it for Rodney. So I think Rodney's like a Dash maxi. You know what I mean? The Dash maxi. Dash. It looks like one of those prime altcoins that is still relatively at its lows, right? So if you're under the assumption that Bitcoin's going to get a bounce here, and everyone's kind of projecting this bullish October. It's kind of been the narrative right now. We'll see if it plays out. But everyone's expecting this little run up before the midterms, or at the midterms, which are coming up starting the first week of November. So here's the thing, man. I mean, Dash finds itself right at the local lows. Okay, so as we like to say with Bitcoin, do you get bearish at support? No. Okay, could the support break? Abso-freaking-lutely. But the move is not to get too bearish at support until it breaks. Okay, you can think we're going lower, but do not be putting your positions in thinking that when you're right at freaking support. The move when you're at support is still to the upside, even if it doesn't play out. All right, so here's Dash finds itself at the lows where it's bounced once, twice, and now down there again. All right, it's starting to get that move up. Let's see, we get a little bit more upside on this because this one's still below. It's still below these levels here. See this? Support. You just don't want to flip this as resistance now. All right. But Dash is another one where if you look at it, got lower highs, lower lows, but what's the formation? It's all about the formation. What is the formation here? Well, I would look at this as a nice little falling wedge, right? So you play the relative. You play what the chart gives you, right? Falling wedge, right at support. I'm taking up. If it breaks down, okay, it is what it is. Now I know a lot of you guys don't trade, so that doesn't really affect you. You're looking for DCA levels. Right here is a good DCA level, right? Anywhere in this green range here. Okay, so that was a good one. I like Dash. And the 4 hour is going to look relatively similar to the other alts, right? Where you had the range. Okay, range. You broke the range with volume. Now you're above that range. Now, do you chop here for a little bit? Yeah, before testing the highs? Sure. But it all comes down to breaking these highs here, It all comes down to breaking those highs. But same thing for Dash that we talked about with the other one. We're looking for a retest of these highs right here, Will graph go anywhere, or is it old news? The graph? Man, we're talking about some old coins here. Holy moly, man. Holy moly. A lot of you guys talk about Chainlink, which, guys, Chainlink still continues up. Okay? What do we know about Chainlink? When Chainlink continues up, then it's not good for Bitcoin. But so far, Bitcoin's kind of survived this, which is okay. Bitcoin survived this. That's okay. But it's not good when Chainlink pumps more than everything else. And it is today. All right. Here we go. But no, right now, Chainlink, it's breaking this previous high. I mean, I don't want to get too over exuberant here for Chainlink, but is Chainlink going to come up and test these range highs again? That's sort of been the move for Chainlink too, is play the ranges, right? Down, up, down, up, down. Is Chainlink going to come all the way back up to test 945? Which it actually makes perfect sense. Look at this confluence. As the 200-day EMA comes down for Chainlink like this, look at where that's going to cross. If Chainlink wants to come up here, it's going to literally come and hit it right when the 200 EMA is coming right into that range. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. So, you know, like we said, are we going to see this 945 Chainlink coming in again? I won't be surprised. I mean, that's what the chart's saying, you know, which is not a bad move for where it is. It's not a bad risk reward play, you know, 13, 14% there. I'd be down for that. Chainlink's still one of my bigger holdings. As I would certainly be down for that, you know. But yeah, Chainlink doesn't look too bad. Let me do GRT real quick. GRTizzle. Actually, one more thing on Chainlink. Let me just look at these shorter term time frames. Make sure you don't have any bearish divergence here. No, you got higher highs. There's actually no bearish div on the 4 hour. So, good for now. Good for now on the 4 hour time frame. The GRT. See GRT, man. GRT. What a crypto. What a crypto, man. This thing was like so hype in 2021. Like remember when GRT was so hype and it's like, "Oh my god, GRT's amazing." And then it just didn't do anything. It just shit the bed for like all of 2020, the rest of 2021. It literally GRT went nuts in like January of 2021 and then literally did nothing the whole rest of the year. It was an absolute shit show. But yeah, now we find ourselves all the way down here. Let's look at GRT real quick. So GRT, I mean, it's another one of these cryptos that finds itself right at the low. So if you look into DCA, this is not a bad range in my opinion, right? I mean, yes, guys, we know crypto can go lower, okay? But if you're just looking at it from a standpoint as, okay, are we at a cool level? Yes, right? The closer you buy to these lows, the better, in my opinion, right? And this is just another typical range that a bunch of cryptos find itself in at the moment, right? It's coming up. It's not getting a ton of volatility here, but that can come in any second. Yeah, I mean, at this point, let me look at what we're kind of dealing with here for GRT. So this one seems to just be kind of like Bitcoin, right? It keeps making lower highs, same resistance on the bottom side. This is another one where I wouldn't be surprised if this one comes and retests this downtrend of resistance again, right? I wouldn't be surprised at all. It matches up with kind of everything else. Swing low to swing high. So got some of these retracement levels. That would match up right with about the 0.5 Fibonacci. Would be nice. Right around like 12.3 cents. Excuse me, man. Sorry. But yeah, right around like 12.4 cents, sorry. We're right in that range. 12.4 cents. Perfect confluence is downtrend of resistance. Nice little back test there. The daily rally hasn't broken out yet, right? You see the daily momentum? Hasn't gotten that crossover yet. As soon as it gets that crossover, you should see a little momentum coming in. Might happen today, might happen tomorrow. But I mean, I'm not a big fan. Like, as far as GRT, it could have its day, but GRT was kind of like a 1 month wonder, you know? You are awesome. Thank you, Lucy. You are awesome, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out and having a good time. We're having a good time. Some of you guys want the link to... I don't think I have it in here, actually. No. Some of you guys want the link to the Cam Family YouTube channel. It's called the Cam Family. And then you'll see Bob and Java go on a road trip. If you want to watch that video, go to the Cam Family on YouTube. You'll find it. Okay, I don't have the link on me at the current moment. You guys are saying QNT? Let's look at QNT. All right, QNT looks like it's finally breaking to the upside. Let's see here. Yeah, 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 girl. Come on, girl. No, but QNT looks like it's finally poking its head out. Look at its little head. Look at its little head, man. Then we get a pump song going on QNT. Why not? Let's go, man. Finally poking its little head out. Holy moly, man. Excuse me. We chillin'? We chillin'. Ah, delicious. Mama D Sound said, Jordan, do you care about use case or movement? A little bit of both. But I'm not afraid to admit that, right? Crypto's still in the stage where hype is more important than use case. That's just my take, right? A lot of you guys will disagree. There will be a time where use case is important, but I still think hype is more important than use case. Just look at last year. The coins that were the biggest gainers. Shiba, Doge, Cardano. Did any of them do anything? No. You know? So, it's, I mean, a lot of people will disagree with that. But I tend to stick by my judgment with that. There'll be a day where that's not true. But I do prefer price action over use case at the current time. At the current time. That could change. Can't find it. Mama Day. No, but QNT finally getting that move up. Let me actually get rid of this. Get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. So QNT's got that left shoulder. That beautiful, sweet little left shoulder. You see that? Because we like shoulders here, guys. We know we like shoulders. Left shoulder, head. We like head too, right? We like shoulders. We like head. We got another shoulder here. Why not two? And it looks like QNT is actually breaking out of that big bottoming out pattern, which is a inverse head and shoulders classic bottom out pattern. Now, you know, this one's actually pretty clean too. You are breaking out here. Okay, daily's still got a little room to run. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. The 4 hours, this one looks like it's moving up pretty hot. So I wouldn't be surprised if this has little bearish divergence. Yeah, this thing's building a little bit of bearish divergence. It's not confirmed yet until the move stops. But a little bit of bearish divergence here in the 4 hour time frame. You know, you come up a little bit more. You kind of come back down, back test before getting that continuation up. That's what I'd be looking for there. A little bit of a back test. Let's do, I mean, I'm not going to do anything crazy. I don't know if this measure move will play out right now. Just like, I'm not a big fan of measure moves, especially like big patterns like this in uncertain economic times. But you know, if we did want to do one for fun, let's do inverse head and shoulders measure move, which would be something crazy. It's going to put you right back at all time. Is it a coincidence that puts you right back at all-time highs? At 414? I don't know. But it's kind of funny how that plays out sometimes. Literally right at the previous all-time highs. I don't know if it's going to play out right now. I hope it does. That would mean that the rest of the market's going nuts. I don't think that plays out like that, but it's fun to look at sometimes. You know? So we'll see how that plays out. Like I said, a little bit higher, back test, right? Maybe we come up a little bit more. We come back down, we back test, and then we get that continuation up where we would look for really the big resistance coming in right in this range right here. All right, so a move up to this range here. You see this? Previous low, previous low, previous high, previous high. Gonna probably come up, back test this, find resistance, come back down, back test, and then go for that breakout. Okay? But that's where the cookie crumbles, man. Where the cookie crumbles. Someone's saying bear trap. What's Bitcoin doing right now? Nah, it's still just chilling at the highs. I wouldn't call it a bear trap. Or a bull trap. It's just chilling at the highs, you know? Only thing that worries me is it didn't backtest the W on the daily. What, 1, 2, yeah, you could argue it did. It had a few wicks down to the neckline, right? Few wicks down. 1 wick, 2 wicks. Didn't have like a red candle back test, but that's okay. You still got the back test, it looks like to me. Wick, right into the W neckline, broke out. I think that counts. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. XR, yeah, we'll do XRP. It's probably a good one to settle up with here. We'll do XRP, and then we'll call it a nice little daily morning stream. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So XRP, I mean, here it was, man. I mean, XRP came up and basically found resistance at its most important resistance. It reminded me a lot of when ETH was getting that major rally, right? We had all these previous lows coming in right here, okay? What did what did XRP basically do? Well, let me get rid of this real quick. It basically came back up, retested all those lows, found resistance on it, okay? And you look left, had this vector candle right here, literally wicked right to the top of that vector candle, and then just decided to pull back. Now, it doesn't mean the move is over, okay? But you're getting that nice little consolidation here on XRP now, which it probably needed for a little bit because this one was just going nuts. Let me do this on XRP like this. Yeah, this one's just, to me, this one's just resetting for another move, man. Like, if you look at it, looks like it's just getting ready for a nice little, just nice consolidation. You see it? You see it? Just coming down in a nice little wedge. Up, down, up, down, up. You're going to come back down again, test that 50, make some type of W pattern, then start to come back up. Probably. But this one needed to cool off for a little bit. And the last, 4 days have been a nice cool off period. Is it going to go for that high again? And the question is it going to find resistance here again, or is it going to just, is it going to finally break out and test this level here? That's the question. That's the question. But I do like the little reset on XRP. You got to love the reset, man. Beware the bear. Beware the bear, man. Beware the bear. Always beware the bear. But right now, I think we're in an okay spot. I'm just happy we get out of this. I'm happy we got out of down here because this was almost depressing at that point. This price actually almost depressing for all you traders out there. This was great. Okay, for everyone trading this range, it was great. But yeah, it was sort of annoying. It's fun to look at sometimes. All right, let's see. All right, guys. Rico said Jordan is probably the only person I try to watch every stream. Thank you, Rico. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. All right, guys. I gotta go take my morning crap. So we're gonna end the stream with the hoodie because this is how I take my craps in my hoodie. All right. So, Psycho, I got you on FTM before I go, but for everyone else, don't do anything. Don't pay excited crypto. Most of what I'm paying is crypto, and make sure you go check out the Cam family. I think DJ put the link in the chat. So if you want to check that out, go check it out. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Leave a like on the video and leave a comment down there too. That'd be nice. But I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my day, and we'll be back tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see where the markets end up. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we go sideways, slash slightly down over the course of a couple hours here. Just reset some indicators, and then tonight, hopefully, everything's reset, and we can go for that second push up if Bitcoin wants to go up that second push up. Stock markets look good. All right. DXY still looks good too. So you can't say too much about that. But NASDAQ, nice bounce so far today. S&P, nice bounce today. Let's see if it continues on the rest of the day. All right. Guys, let's look at FTM real quick. FTM ever hit $5 again? That's a tough question, man. That's a really tough question. Where did FTM top out last time? 330. Listen, like if you believe in crypto, if you believe crypto is going to have another bull market, okay? And I'll just tell you in a very simplistic way, okay? Where do I think Bitcoin's going to top out in the next bull market? Right now, I mean, and this can change based off of what happens in this bear market, right? If we start getting some crazy players that we find out DCA'd at the lows and I don't know, if we get some adoption or something like that, my prediction can change. Right now, as everything stands, as everything is right now, whenever Bitcoin goes in the next bull market, I don't know when it's going to be, but I'm going to say it tops out around 80K. It's probably lower than people think, but that's my prediction. If Bitcoin goes to 80K, I don't see a reason why FTM can't at least test all-time highs again. I don't. So take that for what you will. It is what it is. I'm going on the assumption right now Bitcoin tops out somewhere near its previous all-time high. That's what I'm going with. I'm not getting over exuberant and calling for 200K, 300K, and shit like that. We're not doing that. That could change, right? That could change, but right now, that's the way it is. It's only like a 22x for FTM to hit $5. Yeah, I think that's doable. If Bitcoin goes on, a 5-6x run, I think FTM can do a 20x. I think that's relatively doable. But obviously, I think we're kind of far from that right now, so it's a little bit hard to say. All right. But anyways, guys, catch you guys later. Don't do anything on your don't pick, say crypto almost want to pick, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Like up the stream before you go, by the way. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Adios, my friends. Peace.